the fact that they preserve the song so well gives them the liberty to actually also do some quality check as to what goes out, which is also very, very important, because a lot of people are also exploiting these old songs in really, really bad ways.
When you're going through a tough time and you feel like everything is lost, and then you put on a song that is able to make you find more strength within yourself that you never thought that you had, so
Yeah.
music has that power. Our relationship with Saregama has been a really long one.
So, guys, welcome on Hungama.
Thank
Hi,
you.
thank you.
And tell us something about Sukoon-e-Sanam
Yes.
and why is it important, especially in lockdown?
So Sukoon-e-Sanam, well, we got this idea because we were getting a lot of messages because of the pandemic. A lot of people were writing to us saying that, our songs are really helping them relieve the pain. The songs were really helping them through the emotional pain that they were going through. And they said, if you can spread your songs further, and there were a lot of people were giving us this idea. So we thought, okay, why not? Then Keshu and I spoke to each other, and then we were like, why not? Let's talk to Saregama. Let's see if they also like this idea of creating a new playlist with all like really mellow songs, very soft songs that people can feel a little peaceful when they listen to. So yeah, that's how we came up with the idea of Sukoon-e-Sanam. Yeah, Sukoon-e-Sanam is something we all discussed.
So we were getting these messages from this started last year, and it got amplified, I would say, in the second wave that it happened. But we started getting messages even from close friends, family, from fans, saying that when they were in hospital, and many of these places they don't have signal and stuff, so they downloaded a lot of our songs and they used to just put that on repeat. And they used to keep telling us that these songs kind of got me through this. And then some other fans were saying that we're in isolation, we're not allowed to meet our parents, not allowed to meet anybody, so your songs were like, that your songs kept us company. We just thought, like, if it'll be nice to kind of make a playlist and keep it out there, so that if there are more people who would like to listen to these songs, and if it's getting people through a tough time, it's just in one place. You can just click on it and then you have all the songs, right?
Right. So, it has been an extremely stressful phase for almost anyone and everyone. And this has been repeatedly said that a lot of the deaths that are happening, a lot of, especially a lot of deaths and the exaggerations that are happening as far as conditions of people is happening because of panic. A lot of deaths are happening because of heart attacks. The blood pressure is shooting up, and all those sort of things are happening. What is the importance of music in terms of soothing the nerves, especially now?
So music has that power, the frequencies, because at the end of the day, we're all frequencies and energies, right? So music has that power. Music is one of the strongest mediums to, emotionally alter people's thought process. And so we feel that we've seen it. Everyone's experienced it, that, when you're feeling really stressed, that's why a lot of people listen to music to calm themselves down. So we thought, and we saw that effect. We saw that effect from our songs as well to other people. And that's that it plays a huge role in the world, like, when people listen to music, and it positively affects them. And same thing goes for music that is really that has a lot of distortion, like I would say, call them like low frequencies. So the problem with that, it can also create a lot of agitation. It can also create panic. There are many genres like that do that, like it takes you into a negative state of mind. So, which is why I feel at this time people need to create more positive content.
Music.
Yeah, and I'm glad that we are able to help people through this difficult time with our music.
Yeah, so you have, like, when people work out, they listen to like dance music, and like some music that will give them more energy, and they kind of end up finding more energy than they thought they had. So same thing goes with emotional music. When you're going through a tough time and you feel like everything is lost, and then you put on a song that is able to make you find more strength within yourself that you never thought that you had, so music has that power that we felt was very strong. And I think the kind of music that we've been making and that we've been putting out lately really connects to people in difficult times, whether it's heartbreaks, loss, or stuff like this, what's happening right now with the whole pandemic. So I think that's what just made us feel that this playlist might actually help people get through these difficult times.
So any song that you like to play for us from this playlist?
No, I'll just sing Lag Ja Gale itself, because I think that's the one in priority. लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो ना हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म मुलाकात हो ना हो, लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो ना हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म मुलाकात हो ना हो, लग जा गले ये. Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, now I think India is one of the most unique countries when it comes to the fact that we have this huge reservoir of music, especially say film music, old music. I'm talking about 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s,
Yeah.
and I think almost the entire music is on HMVs, which is now called as Saregama. And you have that entire catalog that you can, and I think they've done a really fine job in terms of preserving
Yes.
that music, because there are instances when quite a few of really classic films as well, their prints are not available anymore. So how would you want to congratulate the contribution of HMV Saregama in this regard?
So I think our relationship with Saregama has been a really long one. I think it's the longest that we've had with any label, or it's our longest association that we've had with anybody. And the way it started off was actually with, I think the most important thing for us are the people there, the people that have been working there, and the new team that's there right now, also like a whole bunch of like wonderful people. And I think that's what makes it work for them and also makes it work for us, because they've understood how each artist is different, and they've given each artist the space they require to make content that they feel works for them. And that's all that we wanted as artists. We need our space to make music, to try and like see what we can do with the kind of renditions that they have, and the collection that they have with them, and the way they've preserved those songs, and the way they're promoting those songs, using young talent nowadays to kind of make new renditions of those songs, because the melodies, the lyrics, everything was just so pure at that time. That the whole content that was created at that time was like really, really, really powerful. And I think that's what's spreading right now. It's like the fact that the songs are made so well, and written so well. So yeah.
And why I'm also saying it, because say for example, when it comes to your recreations, now considering that so all this Lag Ja Gale and so all these songs, they are with one music label, and so in terms of copyrights and all the other technical issues which are there, so I think that is something which is organically taken care of. So I'm sure that helps.
For sure. And yeah, that's how we realized the first Saregama song that we had put out was Lag Ja Gale itself, and we didn't know actually. What happened was we had just put it out, and then we got a call from one of our friends from Saregama, and he then said, it's better. Why not do a contract that let's make a list of all the songs that you guys would want to cover, and said, okay, that would be nice, because it does. Yeah, I'm glad that they've introduced licensing, that people. I mean, honestly, I think people should have the freedom to cover whatever songs that they want to. But what happens is the fact that they preserve the songs so well gives them the liberty to actually also do some quality check as to what goes out, which is also very, very important, because a lot of people are also exploiting these old songs in really, really bad ways. So yeah, for sure, it has made a big, big difference, and it becomes very easy that one label has all the songs that everybody back then worked so hard for, all the lyricists, the composers, and I'm glad that their efforts are being protected now. So
And also they
Okay,
think
now,
of really creative ways to like you said, to preserve the songs. What, like, Saregama Karvan was such a brilliant initiative where
yeah.
they've just, like, it's just a music box that has only Saregama songs, and they have that many songs, you know. And I've seen, like, I mean, so maybe Venki and Sanam's parents also, as well as our parents, when we had given them, the Karvan, music box, and they were just so happy, and they were like, oh, I used to listen to this when I was in college, and I used to listen to that, and they just get so happy, and it's like a new way for them to rediscover their songs. Similarly, on YouTube with artists like us and like other artists who do renditions of these songs, they're always thinking of new creative ways for people to rediscover these old songs.
Okay, now you guys also have this unique distinction that you have utilized the digital medium very, very effectively. Your YouTube channel is highly ranked in India, and this entire distinction of presenting music and being dependent on various platforms has been diminished by this entire digital medium. Tell us your journey. What is it that you've learned? I was watching one of your interviews, and you said that you guys keep a check on who all your subscribers are. What are the age groups? Certain age groups they don't subscribe, but they show up in your shows. That can be like the older generation, which is not really technically savvy. So what is it that you've learned from the digital medium in the last so many years?
Okay, so a couple of things. I'd like to break this up into two. One part of it is the whole, like, the fact that we like to keep things as organic as possible, because, like, we've never really promoted our pages in any way. We've never really spent money on any releases, to kind of push it to a particular audience or anything of that sort. We've always just believed in putting out content over there, and if people discover it and people like it on their own, they kind of spread it. And there were times when we had put out songs that we were really excited about, and we thought people would really enjoy those songs, but there were very few people who really shared those songs, and it didn't do as well as we expected. But then years later, we would find that those songs have suddenly become like the highest watched videos. And in fact, Google had also done a case study on our channel quite a while back. Because of this, they had kind of seen that for most artists, like, the graph just goes up when the song releases, and then after that, like after a peak when it goes viral, then it comes down, and then it maintains at a particular level. But we've never really had that peak. So for us, for our songs, they release, they do all right, then people keep listening, keep listening, keep listening, keep listening, and that graph keeps going up and up and up. So that kind of gave us more confidence and made us believe that what we were doing is right, in the fact that the more organic these things are, the more weight it has. And that brings me to the second half, where, like you were saying about our shows, I think the weight of an artist finally boils down to how many people are willing to pay money to come and see that artist. And that's where we realize that even though people are not subscribing that many, we have a whole lot of subscribers, but there are a whole lot of other people who listen to our music and who know us, but who haven't really subscribed or are following us on Instagram or Facebook. But you see those people coming out for shows to experience something. So I think that made us believe that the kind of music that we're putting out and the work that we're putting out into creating songs and the videos that the way we are doing has some value to those people. So yeah, I think that's what made us believe that what we're doing is the right thing, and I think we're going to continue doing that.
What are your future plans after this? Like after this album?
to do with music, there's honestly right now we've got to be as patient as possible, and right now I don't think the world is in a good state of mind to really create something, because there's a lot of people around us that, I mean, who are just going away. They're passing away so often, and every day we hear some bad news. So personally, when it comes to creativity and when it comes to composing something, I'm not in a good state of mind to do that yet. But yes, there are other plans in the future. Once things settle, once things start to improve, yes, there are a lot of songs in that we want to release, our own songs, and then obviously shows. The whole industry is really broken right now. The whole event industry, there are no shows happening. People are not able to make enough money. There's a lot of issues. So I'm sure everything will get better. There is no doubt about that. But everybody just has to stay very, very patient right now, and strong and very calm. So yeah.
Thank you very much to you and your entire team, and all the best wishes and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.